Welcome back to the fascinating world of cutting-edge health optimization and longevity. In the third segment, Dr. Jin Xiong She talked about metabolic dysfunction. Let's dive into today's episode, where we discuss the fifth cause of aging.
All right, now we've covered the fourth one, metabolic dysfunction. What's the fifth one?
The fifth one is something called glycation.
Okay.
It's a very scientific term,
Sounds scientific.
and very few people know about it. So glycation is a process that attaches a sugar molecule to the protein.
And so what happens from that?
So what happens is the protein is modified.
Yeah.
And the protein does not function properly. And it's not only how much sugar you eat. Obviously, it's important is what genes you have and what's your prone to get a higher glycation.
If you're prone,
So it's more with the interaction between the genes and lifestyle and what you do. So what we call the gene-environment interaction. So glycation is really a major risk factor. Obviously, it happens highly in diabetes patients.
Yeah.
And we actually test for diabetes using the glycation of one particular protein in the blood.
Is that the same thing that's measured with like the levels app? You know, the glucose monitoring app?
No, glucose monitoring actually monitors how much glucose you have. The glucose monitors measure how much free sugar you have in the blood.
Yeah.
And glycation is how much sugar is attached to the protein.
I guess basically the only way to know if you're having an issue, obviously manage your carbohydrate load, manage your sugars, keep those lower that's general health principle that we all can follow, but then also you basically got to get tested.
They are very easy tests that you can get. You can get it from Jinfiniti, and you can also get it from other medical laboratories as well. It's called glycated serum protein, or GSP. GSP measures your glucose control in the past 2 to 3 weeks.
And then I guess when you do those tests, and if you're at a high level, then that's indicating you have a certain risk factor for creating diabetes.
Yeah, for GSP, if the value is above 290, that's basically a diagnosis of diabetes.
Wow.
We actually have a suboptimal GSP level between 260 and 290, and that's a sign of potentially pre-diabetes or maybe at a high risk of developing type 2 diabetes. You want to pay more attention to.
Yeah.
So this is a very important biomarker to monitor. Many people don't do it. You can monitor your blood glucose level, which is fine, but blood glucose measurement tells you what's your sugar level at the moment. But GSP monitors your glucose level in the past 2 to 3 weeks. Because the higher glucose level you have in the blood, the more likely your proteins will get glycated.